Thank you all for tuning in to the Remake Learning Days webinar. What makes it a great Remake Learning Days event? My name is Dory Taylor, and I'm the producer for Remake Learning Days. And I have with me Yuling Chang Bear, who is our Communications and Marketing Director. And I have Marianne McBride, special guest with Steeltown Entertainment, and she graciously offered to talk with us about the event they did in May of 2017. And we'd love to hear how successful that event was for you and your organization, and kind of pick your brain about 2018. So Marianne, without further ado, thanks for being a part of the Remake Learning Days discussion.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so we've been doing Remake Learning Days for a few years now, and we have been hosting open houses at our offices / studio that's over in the South Side. So just a little background information: we are a nonprofit. We support the independent film industry in Pittsburgh. And one of the ways in which we do that is through our youth and media program, where we go into area high schools. We teach video production skills to those kids. And those kids that are interested can also join our teen film crew and our Real Teens, which is our television show that we produce for Fox 53, where the kids do everything with that TV show behind the camera, in front of the camera. And then our teen film crew that also works on producing client-based work. And when those kids join one of those groups, they come into Steeltown and we pay them. It's a job for them, and we continue to train and shadow them. So that's kind of what Steeltown does on our youth and media side. And we also support independent filmmakers as well, but as it pertains to Remake Learning Days, we focus on our youth and media program. So for the past couple of years, we've hosted open houses, and they've been pretty simple events for us. We literally open our doors and we bring in some snacks, and we normally play in our conference room. We'll just have a video playing that will show a lot of the work that the kids have done. Especially the Real Teens, will roll episodes of that, and it just gives people a chance to come in, those that might be interested in having their kids join our program, but also for the children and the parents that are already participating. A lot of the times the kids will come via bus or they'll get dropped off, and rarely do we actually see the parents that get to come into our space. So it's a really nice opportunity for the parents to come see where their kids are spending so much of their time, and also meeting some of the other parents of the kids, and meeting the other kids too that their children are interacting with. So
Marianne.
Yeah.
Marianne, you're hitting all of the buckets here. Thank you. You know, a lot of organizations might worry that, oh, I don't have an event. I don't know what that looks like. But a lot of times it's doing what you already do. So organizations or schools might already be in the process of doing hands-on learning or creating or making. And this can be a showcase, an open house. Just open your doors, as you said, and people will come. Also, it's great to see the parents. Like you said, sometimes you don't get that. But on a Remake Learning Days event day, it's an opportunity to invite parents, caregivers, to participate, to view, to see what the youth and their kids are doing. And you also mentioned snacks. That's good too. That's very important. You know, people know that there's some nourishment that's special, and that brings people together.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So for 2018, we're looking at maybe kicking it up a notch, potentially. We actually have a scheduled meeting with our team on Wednesday afternoon to talk about 2018 Remake Learning Days and what it's going to look like for us. So there's a possibility we might just continue with an open house. But we've also done some other events in the community throughout the year like Maker Faire and Create Fest. And so those have given us an opportunity to kind of push ourselves a little bit. So we're hoping that we can take some of what we've learned and experienced from those other events that we've already participated in and see how we can translate those to something that's more of an interactive experience for Remake Learning Days. So that's kind of vague intentionally. So we're going to
okay.
What that means, yeah. But being that we do video production, know that it would likely have something to do with that in some capacity.
Okay.
So yeah, we're hoping that in the next couple of weeks we'll start sort of shaping up our plan for 2018.
Very good. Thank you, Marianne. And I have a PowerPoint presentation that kind of goes along with this and captures, again, more of what Marianne was talking about, how to make this a great Remake Learning Days event. So I am going to switch over to this PowerPoint. And if there are any questions, everyone has the opportunity to type questions in a chat format. So please do not hesitate to ask questions. And if I don't capture your question or give you an answer on this webinar, I can always circle back via email, or we can have a phone discussion. So again, let's try to make this as conversational as possible and chime in with questions. And I will go ahead and start this PowerPoint that will address what makes it a great RLD event. So let me switch to the PowerPoint display here. Thank you, Marianne.
Sure, no problem.
All right. Oh, Marianne, let's see. I'll do that. All right. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Remake Learning Days webinar, What Makes It a Great RLD Event. So Remake Learning Days started in 2016, and it occurred this May of 2017, and we're back next May 17th through the 25th. It's a 9-day celebration of events throughout Southwestern PA and West Virginia, showcasing everything that makes the Pittsburgh region a recognized national leader in innovative teaching and learning. And you can visit the website to learn more and see some of the background on 2017 and get yourself excited for 2018. What makes it a great Remake Learning Days event? We ask that the event be free or low cost, held on a date and at a time that works for your intended participants, located in a welcoming space. So again, it opens on Thursday, May 17th, and closes on Friday, May 25th. So what's the best date and time for you? We have a lot of schools that participate in Remake Learning Days. And since we want this event to be free and open to the public, that might mean that for a school, it makes sense for it to happen in the lunch hour or right after school from 3 to 5. So that's your discretion as an event host. When do you think you can realistically have critical mass of students and families participating in your event? We ask that the event be accessible to youth and families. Again, it might be that you do events with youth often, but you don't get families. So often kids are there because they're in school, or kids are there because they're dropped off. But we really hope that we can engage families in the Remake Learning Days event. So we hope the space that you choose is accessible to youth and family. And we hope the event is offering a 21st century, future-forward, hands-on learning experience. I'll repeat that. Your event is offering a 21st century, future-forward, hands-on learning experience. think about that and what that looks like for your organization. We hope that the event is age appropriate. You can select on the submission form what grade level your event is geared to, pre-K, first, second, third, all the way up to 12th grade. What makes it a great Remake Learning Days event? If it is thematic. We once again are offering themes, and you can choose a primary theme and then a secondary theme for your event. Last time we did this, we associated a day of the week with the theme. This year, that's been thrown out the window, but we still have the themes. We have arts, maker, outdoor learning, science, technology, youth voice, and we do have professional development again this year. What makes it a great Remake Learning Days event? Think of it as part event and part community building. So I've said over and over again about it's great to be able to see families together in the space, enjoying, learning, teaching each other. So just think of it as part event and part community building, bringing your friends and neighbors into the space. And complimentary healthy snacks, food, and drinks go a long way. If you can provide for the students and their families, showing them that you can support them with healthy foods, snacks, drinks, that really also encourages people to come out and come into your space. It's very inviting. And as we had for the last webinar, we have resources for you, like the timeline, the checklist, host an event form, and the marketing plan that can help you as you prepare for Remake Learning Days 2018. With the timeline, you can see that we are already in the month of December, and on Friday, December 1st, we had the opening of the Submit Your Event form on our website. And this form is live, it's active, and we encourage you to submit your Remake Learning Days event this month. And you have until January 19th to submit your Remake Learning Days event. So if you need to take the month of December right now to talk with your colleagues and any partner organizations that you might be working with, take that time then this month to have the discussions and take January to formalize what your event is going to look like and submit that event by January 19th. And then we ask you to begin talking internally with your marketing team, your marketing department, or that just might be you, about how you're going to get the message out to your intended participants. And your reach might be so far and wide that you have new people coming into your space, which is part of Remake Learning Days, making new friends, new neighbors, and bringing new people into the fold. So we ask for your help with marketing. We do as much as we can with marketing, and it goes a long way. Marketing communications, we do bridge banners around the city. We do bus shelter signage around the city. We have printed brochures that are mailed to families. We send flyers home with students in the backpack mail. We often are on radio and television. So we really do get the word out in April and May about Remake Learning Days, but we also encourage you to use your own networks and your own marketing and PR tools as well. So May 17th through 25th, Remake Learning Days will take place. And we ask that all hosts complete their own host survey to tell us about your experience, and we will make sure you have surveys in hand to give to your participants so we can track participant feedback for Remake Learning Days. And we'll wrap everything up by getting all those surveys back at the beginning of June. Checklist. So when you go to the website and you are ready to fill out your host an event form, you are met with a checklist. So the idea is that you can say yes to all of the items on the checklist before you submit your event by January 19th. So those checklist questions include, is your event open to the public? Have you confirmed the date and time with key stakeholders? Is your location confirmed? Have you confirmed who will lead the event day of at the confirmed location? Do you have a budget? Have you thought about funding your event? Do you have a marketing plan in place? And do you have a great name for your event and a description, a catchy description? And finally, do you have a way to track RSVPs to your event? And that's something new this year that we're asking that everyone try to have an RSVP method to help you know how many participants to expect. We at Remake Learning and with Remake Learning Days use Eventbrite. So you may have your own show clicks or something else that you use, but we really encourage all organizations for each event that you host, create an Eventbrite or create some type of RSVP link. And that information can go on our website when you're filling out the host an event form. All right, so the host an event form, which is up now on the website, will be available to you until January 19th. And that process of going to Eventbrite and getting a link for your event and filling out the host and event form, it might take you up to 60 minutes. So give yourself time. So if you can set aside in your calendar, an hour block to devote to Remake Learning Days, that would be wonderful. So make sure you give yourself time to be able to sit and put in all the information about your event that you have. And that is it for, what makes this a great Remake Learning Days event. So for those of you who were able to listen to Marianne, it's important to know that you're probably already doing what you need to do. You probably, it can be very easy that you just open your doors and allow, or you find a space that's right for you to feature and showcase the wonderful work that you are already doing. And it's about family time, quality time, hands-on learning, students, parents, caregivers, grandparents. That's what Remake Learning Days really is about. 9 days in May 17th through the 25th. So let me go back and see if there are any questions or if anyone